So I had just graduated college at the time, and I was moving down to Louisiana for the first time to pursue a filming career. And I found this house for so cheap, and it was perfect, it was beautiful, it was my dream home. And even the realtor said there was like a massacre that happened years ago, but I didn't believe in ghosts at the time. So after about 3 months of living in the house by myself, it started to get really weird. I was sitting in my room, minding my own business, and then I had to poop really bad. So I get up to go to the bathroom, and then I come back like 20 minutes later, and everything is open. Every door, every window, and every drawer is wide open. At the time, I didn't really think anything of it, but it was a pain in the butt to deal with. So that same night, I woke up with a really bad burning sensation on my shoulder. I later realized that was just my sunburn, but there was another burning sensation on my leg. When I pulled my pant up, it was a scratch, a very bloody scratch, and I don't have any clue where that came from. I don't have any dogs, I don't live with anybody, and it was on my leg. I mean, the next occurrence wasn't until about a week later when the phone rang. And when I answered it, I couldn't quite understand the person on the other line. It was staticking, and it was almost as if someone was giggling. The phones kept ringing for hours and hours, and every time I answered, it was the same thing. So I tried to ignore it, but they just kept ringing, so my last resort was just unplug all the phones. Even after I did that, the phones still rang, mysteriously. So eventually I gave in, and when I answered the phone, there was a growling on the other end. So I was terrified. I threw the phone across the room, and then I ran upstairs and hid in the bathtub. It was my safe haven, and then I prayed to baby Jesus. It got to the point where living by myself was too much of a struggle, so I called an old roommate of mine from college to live with me. So she moved out of her apartment, and when she got here, that's when things started to get really weird.
Once I moved in, I noticed there was definitely not a good spirit there. Like, I could just tell by the air and the atmosphere that I was like in something. And it was really like the spirit was really confirming that it was there. One morning when I was making breakfast and the waffles attacked me. I was in the kitchen getting breakfast one morning, and when I was opening the freezer to get my waffles, 2 waffles flew out, and one of them knocked me out, and next thing I know, I'm sitting on the floor, blood dripping on the ground.
So one night, I woke up and I looked around the room, and when I looked to my left, I caught a glimpse of what appeared to be a white apparition leaving the room. So, because I'm white, I followed it. When I got out into the hall, I look ahead and I see it. I see this white figure standing at the edge of the stairs, just looking at me like it hated me, like it didn't want me in the house. And then, before I knew it, it just disappeared. While all this was going on, I did not feel safe living in the house anymore. So, I didn't know what else to do, so I called in a medium to come investigate the home.
What is this? Is this a dog? Okay. Okay, so I will walk around the room and see if I can sense another entity with us today. Oh, okay. Whew. Oh, I can feel a very dark energy coming from right about here. It's making fun of me. It's doing it. I'm gonna cast you out. This is what you get. Here we go. I will read a passage from the Bible, which you hate. Alright. The There's no Braille. Okay, so Noah's Ark was built. It was, and it saved animals. That's the only one I know. Okay. Holy water, or really nasty tap water. I cast you out of this house. I think your problem is gone. You don't have to worry about nothing. I leave now. It stinks in here, by the way.
That house was scary.
We were dealing with a poltergeist. What we were living in was becoming way too hard to handle. We had to get out of that house. So we packed up everything we could and left immediately.
I was really glad to get out of that house, even though we did have to go live with one of our parents. But it was just nice getting out of the neighborhood because you could definitely feel the environment just